Minnesota Vikings shuffled the bottom of the practice squad deck yet again this week. So they punted on former CFL superstar cornerback Marcus Sales. They promoted long snapper Andrew DePaulo up to the active roster after they waived to Austin Cutting. And then they signed former Jaguars and Dolphins cornerback Tae Hayes. Now, this is the second former Dolphins cornerback the Vikings have brought into the practice squad. They still have former Clemson stud Cordrea Tankersley. Signed him up last month. And part of this could be, hey, trying to get some intel on the Jaguars ahead of Sunday's showdown. Hayes was there in 2019 when they still had their current staff in place. Defensive coordinator, ironically named Todd Wash, because that entire defense is washed face, but also could have some lingering insight there. But get to know the new Vikings cornerback. Let's talk about him today. So 23 years young, 5'9", a buck 88. Was a 2019 UDFA by the Jaguars, coming out of Appalachian State. Came out of high school as a former two-star recruit coming out of Decatur, Alabama. Took his talents to the aforementioned App State. Played there for 4 years, 52 games played, 33 starts. Recorded 138 tackles, 1.5 sacks, 9 picks, and broke up 24 passes as well. Pro day, not really much stood out. So Hayes, short on size, or short arms, okay, 4'5", 640. Not really great in the agility or explosion drills, but not bad either. So good all-around athlete, not elite, small size, small school. So that's why he ended up being undrafted despite good production in college. That led him to being a UDFA for the Jaguars in 2019. A preseason that year. Hey, remember preseason? That was the thing. So he played well, played 118 total snaps over the 4 games, 11 tackles, as well as only allowed 2 catches for 25 yards and 0 touchdowns on 4 targets, 46.1 quarterback rating. They put him on the practice squad, and then he was claimed late in the season by the Dolphins, was promoted to the active roster, and actually played 107 defensive snaps, and mainly at outside cornerback. 2020, ran it back with the Dolphins again this year, was active and played in 2 games, 37 total snaps, mainly in the slot this time around. Cut him on the 23rd, and then the Vikings signed him to the practice squad on Wednesday. So question is, what can you bring? What does Hayes bring to the table here? But small, tough, feisty kid, not a gifted athlete, but does have pretty solid ball skills. 8 picks in his final 2 seasons, 4 in each his junior and senior year at Appalachian State. And also you look at the current Vikings cornerback room. So obviously you got Gladney and Dantzler, Chris Boyd, Chris Jones, Harrison Hand, and Dylan Mabin up at the top. Dylan Mabin still hasn't seen any action yet. And also on the practice squad, you have the aforementioned Tankersley, plus now you have Hayes. And then also you do have the looming specter of Mark Fields, Holton Hill, and Mike Hughes on the IR. No word yet if and when any of those 3 could return, even though Fields does have the designated for return status on him. So I do like that they're digging everywhere, leaving no stone unturned when it comes to finding cornerback talent. Zimmer, of course, loves his cornerbacks, but also, so the Vikings just hammered high-end draft capital into cornerback. So they took Xavier Rhodes the year before Zimmer got here, 2013 in the first round, and then Waynes was a first-round pick. Number 11 overall, by the way. 11. Yeah, as well as Mike Hughes first round, and then also Mac Alexander in the second. So the Vikings have just piled in all of this draft capital in cornerback, and Zimmer, rightfully so, gets this reputation as being a DB and specifically cornerback whisperer. But also, let's see him do it now with some of the unwanted practice squad guys. Let's see him not only develop his first, third, and fifth round rookies from this year, but some of these other young guys and cast-offs, the Tankersley, the Mabins, the Chris Joneses. Let's see him do that. Well, Tae Hayes could teach Chris Jones a thing or two about tackling, probably. So, yeah, great. But either way, I like that the Vikings are trying to improve every single aspect of the roster. I mean, the 16th man on the practice squad is just as important as any man on the 53 in terms of helping this team win and develop. So respect to Spielman, respect to Zimmer in that regard. Tae Hayes, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Tae Hayes, the pride of Appalachian State, former Jaguar and Dolphin. Welcome to the Vikings. But your thoughts, Tae Hayes, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.